Hello, welcome. I'm Susan. This is a comeback yoga class. We'll be practicing together for about 45 minutes or so. This class is gentle yoga and meditation with an emphasis today on the breath, breathing. We talk a lot about the breath in yoga. It's um, one of the main practices of yoga, lots of different ways to work with your breath. And breathing, as we know from being human beings, um, is a really big tool in our toolbox to help regulate our sensations, emotions, to help regulate our body in lots of different ways. And it's an interesting process because it's one of the processes in our body that is both involuntary and like you don't have to think about it, but you can think about it. You can work with your breath. Um, so it's an interesting aspect of yoga, and we'll incorporate that in our class today. Let's get started. You can sit as comfortably as possible. I'm sitting with my legs folded up in an upright posture. You could do that too if you wanted. And find something in your posture, or maybe you've got an animal who wants to sit close to you, like I do, um, or maybe you have something soft to sit on, a pillow, or perhaps you have an image that you'd like to bring into your mind that's easeful, comfortable, something that you find restful and calming. And bring that, whatever it is, um, that representation to you of something that is comfortable and helps um, give you some sense of calm, and just experience it, notice it. Give yourself a few little space and time to experience it, and then observe your breathing. And invite your breathing to be smooth and full and as expansive as you want. And start to notice how your breath is. You don't have to fix it or change it or do anything to it. We're not doing that at the moment. We're just experiencing our breath exactly as it is, noticing the process of breathing and how it feels in your body. Invite that calming image or piece of fabric or your companion. Invite them to um, invite that sensation to be part of your breath as well. And notice if your breath responds to that, changes in any way, observe that. And for the last part of this beginning exercise, we'll take one arm across the front of your body and the other arm across the front of your body. You can hold your opposite shoulders, drop your chin a little bit towards your chest. If your arms don't comfortably across the front of your body, you could also bring your hands to your opposite elbows, or you could just put your hands in your lap. So, and bring your chin toward your chest and let your upper back stretch out a little bit and breathe into your upper back. And just give yourself a little more space in your upper back. Stretch it out while you're breathing. And lift up and find kind of a neutral space with your chest and your rib cage, and put your hands out to the side of you and lift through up through your head and lengthen the sides of your body and breathe. And lean back and put your hands back behind you and try lifting your rib cage a little bit and stretching out across your chest and breathe. And bring yourself back to neutral sitting, roll through your shoulders. Observe the effects of that practice. And we'll take the inside of one knee and bring it to the bottom of your other foot. So your legs are kind of like in this pinwheel shape a little bit. And we're turning away from our legs, reach and stretch. Inhale, sweep out and up and overhead, stretching out through the side of your body. And then take your far leg, roll so your foot is on the floor, your knee is up, and cradle your leg in your arms. And switch inside of one knee to kind of the bottom of your other foot. Turn, reach, sweep out and up and overhead, big side stretch. Lift up, take your far leg, bring it in, and rock it. And we'll turn, come down onto one side, and bring yourself onto your forearm. Stretch both legs long and reach one arm way up towards the ceiling. Big inhale. Exhale, drop your arm, turn down towards the floor. Inhale, reach up. You can do a little bit more vigorous side plank if you want to. You can lift your hips. Hips down if they were up. Top arm comes down. Stretch. Then come all the way down onto your side, off of your forearm. You can rest your head on your upper arm, top arm in the air, and press out through your heels. Lengthen your legs and let your top leg float a little bit away from your bottom leg. Arm comes down, knees come in. Stretch out your low back, your knees in toward your chest. And then we'll lift up and do whole thing on the other side. Coming down onto your forearm. Inhale, take your top arm up in the air. Exhale, drop your arm, cross maybe a little bit underneath you. Inhale, reach up. If you want, you can lift your hips. Hips down if they were up. Turn a little bit. And take your bottom arm all the way to the floor. Your head can rest on your upper arm, top arm into the air. Stretch out through your legs. You can flex your feet. Take your top leg a little bit away from your bottom leg. Arms come down, knees come in, curl in, stretching out your low back. And we'll lift up. Let's turn and face down towards the floor. Take both arms out in front of you. Big inhale, float one arm and your opposite leg off the floor. If you feel a lot of stress, a lot of effort in the back of your neck, lengthen it out, slightly tuck your chin. All the effort is coming from your shoulder and your hip, and also your core strength keeping you balanced. And we're alternating, lifting one arm and your opposite leg, and lifting other arm, other leg. After you've done this a couple times, you can try matching it with your breath. Big inhale and exhale. And we'll try lifting both legs and both arms at the same time. Point your toes, lengthen the back of your neck, and lower everything down. Let's bend elbows. Put one hand on top of the other underneath your chin, and then bend your knees. Stick your feet in the air, roll through your ankles, wiggle your toes, squeeze your feet up, curl your toes, and then straighten your toes. Roll through your ankles. Let's cross ankles. And then sweep arms back behind us and try lifting your rib cage a little. Again, feel a lot of effort in the back of your neck. Keep your chin slightly tucked. And release down. Let's come onto our forearms. Tuck your toes under and glide up into a forearm knee plank. Notice your breathing here. Breathe steadily, encourage your body. And drop your hips down to the floor. Place your palms down on the floor with your forearms parallel to the long edges of the mat, and lift your rib cage. Lower your body a little bit. Bring your hands up to the upper corners of your mat. Press down into your hands and float. Straighten your arms so your elbows come off the floor. Point your toes, lengthen your low back. Bring your elbows back down. One more time. Weave your fingers together. Bring your elbows in a little bit. Cross your ankles and float your hips. Your knee forearm plank. Breathe. You could also have your hands with your palms pressing and your fingers pressing against each other. You don't have to make a fist. And hips come down. Let's turn onto our sides. Bring knees into your chest. A little soft. Release to your low back. And then we'll bring ourselves up to a sitting position once again. You can recall your image or your item You don't have to physically touch if you had a physical item. You don't have to physically touch it. You could just recall it, maybe a quality of it, the softness or the light or um, anything really, and invite that to inspire your breath as you sweep your arms up and overhead. Lift it up, put your hands together, exhale, and draw your hands down, center line of your body. We'll inhale to reach up, long through your sides. Turn your palms out, exhale, and put your fingertips onto the floor. And press down into your fingertips and lighten your hips a little bit. So you're lifting up just a little and soften down. Let's turn and face down towards the mat and move into downward facing dog. That's hands and feet on the floor. Your arms are long and your legs are long. You're making kind of a triangle shape out of your body. Hands and feet on your mat. Your back is long. Your head is in line with your arms. And then walk your hands back and your feet towards your hands. We'll come into a forward fold and gradually come all the way up to standing, kind of in the middle of your mat. We'll inhale and sweep arms out and up and overhead. Exhale, bring your arms down, press your palms. Turn your fingers down, scoop from underneath. The backs of your hands come together and roll your palms together, and we'll hinge forward into a half forward fold. And then drop your hands down in the direction of your feet. They don't have to touch your feet, it's not important. Where you go, it's about the stretch. So give yourself lots of knee bend to encourage lots of stretch. And then we'll roll up, roll through your shoulders. And let's walk out a little bit and turn. Just pick a side, turn to one side, bend into your front knee, and we'll sweep into warrior two. Hands together, rotate across the front of your body, pulling your thumbs over towards your crossed shoulder. And inhale and sweep your arms out to T and re-square your body. Exhale, hands together, turn, bringing your thumbs toward your opposite shoulder. Inhale to sweep arms out to T. We'll do one more. Walk your feet a little wider. Exhale, hands together, turn a little bit. Inhale, sweep out, super strong. Warrior two. And straighten your front leg, tilt a little bit. We'll come into a triangle pose with widespread arms. You can turn your gaze up to your top hand. And we'll lift up, turn toes to face the long edge of your mat. Put your hands on your upper glutes, stretch across your chest, and then we'll hinge forward into a half forward fold. Bend your knees and rise, and we're switching sides for the warrior two. Extending your arms, giving yourself a big firm base. Inhale, exhale, hands together. Rotate cross, front of your body. Bring your thumbs toward your shoulder. Inhale, squares you to the side with arms extended. Exhale, hands together, turn. Touch your hands together. Maybe bring your thumbs to your shoulder. Inhale, stretch wide. And exhale, hands together and turn. Inhale, stretch wide, straighten your front leg, and we'll tilt into a triangle pose. Lifting up and turning your toes forward. Let's find rotation. One hand comes across to your opposite leg and sweeps out. And bend your knees a little bit. One hand comes down, maybe towards your opposite foot. And lift. And switch sides. One hand comes across to your opposite leg. And reach out and maybe bend your knees. One hand comes down to your opposite foot. And sweep out and arms wide. Reach up overhead, hands together. Exhale, draw hands down through center line. And come into simple standing pose. You can walk your feet towards each other. And observe your breath here. Notice how you're breathing, how it feels to breathe. We'll inhale and sweep arms out and up and overhead, hands together, and draw hands down center line. Inhaling to reach way up overhead, arms out wide, exhale, hinge into forward fold. Inhale to half lift, come about halfway out of your forward fold. Exhale, hands to the floor, step or hop back to a plank position. Knees to the floor, hips back toward your heels. Stretch out your low back. Glide forward into upward facing dog. Lean your hips forward, point your chest forward. Then pull back, tuck your toes under, lift your knees, and stretch yourself into downward facing dog. Step or walk or hop your feet back to the top of the mat. Bend your knees, roll up, sweep your arms out, put your hands together, and glide your hands down center line of your body. Step back with one foot, finding a staggered stance. And take your same side as your leg that's back, same side arm, sweep it back and up and overhead to your opposite leg, to your front leg. We're turning a little bit. Bend your knees to lift. Do it again. Big inhale, sweeps out and up and over. And exhale, cross. Bend your knees a little. Big inhale, sweep out and up and over. Bend your knees, exhale, cross. Last time, inhale reaches up, out and up and over. This time, we'll step forward into a dancer pose. Back heel comes off the floor. You're on your toes. Front arm reaches. Back arm reaches back. This is the most simple, kind of this a really basic form of dancer pose. You can do any kind of form that you like. And we'll step together and step your other foot back. Just a step back. Take your back arm out and up and over and cross to your opposite leg. Big inhale lifts you up, sweep back and up and over. Exhaling, tilting, crossing. Inhale, sweep out and up and over. Doing big sweeping movements with your breath, helping cross midline of your body, out and up and over. This time we're stepping forward into a really basic form of dancer pose. Your back toes are on the floor. Front arm reaches forward. Your same side arm reaches back. And then step together. Notice the effects of moving and breathing. Inhaling to reach way up overhead. Reach out, hinge forward, hands on the fronts of your legs. And glide your hands down towards the floor. Let's walk or hop back into a plank position. Shins down. Your hips move back toward your heels. Glide forward into an upward facing dog. And tuck toes under. Lift your knees and stretch back into a downward facing dog. Letting your knees come down towards the floor. Let's sit. Roll through your shoulders, move through your head. And bring yourself into table position. Walking your knees out a little bit. Let your hips lean from side to side. And sit on your sit bones with your legs out in front of you. Put one hand side the other with your palms facing up and your thumbs touching. And recall that thing that you liked, the thing that you were using as your image of calm. And pick just one feeling about that thing. Notice how it makes you feel. And notice how your breath is influenced. You can have your eyes open or closed for this. Once you've let your body settle in to its natural breathing pattern, natural rhythm, you can start to exaggerate your lift and lower in your body as you breathe, just slightly. You're encouraging space in your body. And you can let that technique go. Roll through your shoulders, move through your head, rub your hands together. Sweep your arms out and up and overhead. Exhale, take one hand forward and your other arm around behind you as you turn to one side. Inhale, sweep your arms way up overhead. Exhale, turn one hand in front or to the side, other arm behind you. Inhale, face forward. Sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale and turn. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. And exhale and turn. Square forward, take one arm out and way up overhead. Big side stretch. And switch sides, one arm out, way up overhead. Big side stretch. Readjust your legs so your feet are together and your knees pointing out to the sides. Inhale to lengthen up, exhale to tilt. Inhale to lengthen up and exhale to round your back. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, tilt. Inhale to stretch up. Exhale to round. Let's do one more. Inhale to stretch up. Exhale to tilt. Inhale to stretch up. Exhale to round. Inhale to stretch up and then readjust your legs, bringing yourself back to as comfortable sitting position as possible. Hands palms up, thumbs together. Breathe in and breathe out. And this time, just hold space while you observe your breath. And hold space means you can just give yourself a little bit of stillness. Like let your body be kind of soft and heavy. If stillness isn't available to you right now, then maybe just focus on um, the sensations of your body. It doesn't have to be exactly as I describe it. Just giving yourself some time to experience your breath and to listen. And you can move your mouth around, maybe swallow, roll through your shoulders. Inhale to sweep your arms out and up and overhead. Exhale, bring your elbows to cactus. Turn your head to one side. You can let your hands be just kind of turned in or turned out, or you can have like soft curls in your fingers. Inhale to stretch your arms up, turn your head forward. Exhale, bend your elbows, turn to one side with your head. One more. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, put your hands down onto the floor or onto your legs and lean forward as much or as little as you want. It's about stretching and easeful, not necessarily trying to go someplace that you haven't been before. And straightening your arms, helping your torso lift up a little. Roll through your shoulders. Let's stretch legs out in front of us now. Come, put your fingertips behind you on the floor and then roll down onto your palms. And you might stay lifted like that, or you could roll down onto your elbows. Either way, you can put your heels together and let your toes wing out to the sides, and then put your sides of your feet, inside edges of your feet back together. Press down into your palms, bring your head in line. Remember when we were doing the stuff on our tummies, when we were lifting our arms and legs alternately? Um, you might have felt some pressure in the back of your neck. Well, now you might feel some pressure or some uncomfortableness in the front of your neck. You can slightly tuck your chin a little, press down into your elbows. You can tuck your chin a lot if that relieves the pressure and you want that. Breathe in, breathe out in your fish pose, and then soften up, press down into your hands, lift yourself back up onto your straight arms if you were on your elbows. And we'll wrap arms underneath the backs of our legs, walk your feet back a little bit, and bring your torso close towards your thighs. And we'll lift up and come down onto our backs, bringing one knee in toward your chest, stretch out, and switch legs. One knee in toward your chest, other leg is long. Then try both knees in toward your chest, rocking side to side. And you can keep your feet in the air, bring your arms out to T, and let your legs go from side to side. Or you can have your feet on the floor and let your knees rock side to side. If you want to let your head turn opposite direction of the way that your legs are going, that's another option. Just encouraging movement and encouraging fluidity in your neck and your spine, your skin, and your breath. And bring yourself to stillness. Put your hands on the top of your tummy and middle fingertips touch. Big inhale, your hands might move a little bit. It depends on how much you breathe into your belly. Exhale, your belly comes a little bit softer, and then your middle fingertips will probably touch again. It might not work exactly that way. If your middle fingertips don't come apart, that's fine. It's not a big deal. You're just observing anything that you notice in your body as you inhale and exhale. Take one more breath like that. And then release your arms down by your sides and try straightening your legs. You can turn your palms up and let your feet flop out from the center line of your body. Observe how that feels in your body. Not everyone likes laying on their back like this. It can also, if you have a cough, it can make your cough come out, and you can always lay on your side if that's better. Or you could sit up, it's fine too. And recall one more time that thing that brings you calm. And maybe your thing has shifted or changed, or maybe you've discovered something else. You can think of that thing. There's no rules about this. And invite that thing that brings you calm and ease. Let that inspire your breath. And notice how your body feels when you think about that thing. And invite any of those calming or pleasant sensations to just move into your body. Let yourself wiggle around and give yourself more ease in your body. Breathe in, breathe out. If you notice any tension in your body that it doesn't need to be there, sometimes we have tension in our bodies and it needs to be there, and that's fine. But if you do notice some tension that maybe you're kind of clutching your hands tightly, or maybe you've got some tension in your face or your jaw that doesn't need to be there, you could just kind of wiggle around a little and allow that to reduce a bit. If you decide you want it back there, you can always readjust. And you can stay there as long as you want to, or you can start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, roll through your body, stretch yourself out, gradually turn to one side if you weren't already laying on your side. And we'll bring ourselves up to upright posture if you are ready. Bring your hands together, rub your hands together. Take a big soft inhale breath through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And one more inhale and exhale. Thank you so much. Thanks for being here. Thanks for practicing with comeback yoga. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and that you get to maybe practice some of this mindful breathing and notice your breath, and maybe do that thinking about something pleasant. And I hope to see you next time. Please go to our website, comebackyoga.org, and get more information, join the community, get more resources for you and your friends and your family. And we'll see you next time.